Y'all, please give me a pass on these nails. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Raquelle Lynnette. If this is your first time ever seeing my face, welcome in, you guys. As you can see by the title of today's video, I'm just going to be going in depth about what has been going on in this crazy, amazing, eventful, blessed year. Is my glow up year. That is kind of where we left off. How to have a glow up in 2024. So I spoke it and I'm walking in it, and I just would like to get everybody up to speed with what's been going on, because no, we did not fall off, and no, we didn't die. So if you're interested in seeing what's been going on and hopefully leaving with some encouragement after this video, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, so I did have everything notated, and I wrote everything out that I was going to be talking about, because there is a lot. That is very important for content creation. You have to literally create a script for yourself so you don't just get caught up in your own jargon. So I just want to take it back a little bit to where I've been. So the last time you guys saw me, I was just more so in a state of flow. So when you talk about a glow up, you really have to be prepared mentally for what is going to flow into your life, because once you set those intentions and you lean into flow, things just start coming out of the blue. And that is kind of what happened to me, and I am not complaining at all. Things just happen so quick, the blessings start to flow, and I had to move with it. So there was really no way for me to just set up and go through that. I had to really buckle down and figure out what was going on in my life. And things are steady now, and that is unfortunately just the state of what happens in social media. Some of the OGs, or people who have purchased their houses and know how to navigate through that time, can vlog and can create content, but I just was in a state where I needed to go all in. Otherwise, I wasn't ever going to be able to come back. If I didn't go all in on my real life and take care of some things, I was never going to come back onto YouTube. So those things have been taken care of, and you will see them play out in the incoming days. So I'm actually in a very healthy relationship right now. I met this guy 5 days after I came back to Minnesota. He essentially saw me at my worst, and we've had our ups and downs, but you give people second chances, not third, and we are moving forward amicably, very healthy, very happy, and yeah, hopefully you guys can meet him one day. So after I stopped talking about the glow up, I went and actually had a breast augmentation surgery. This is my second augmentation surgery. I had a situation where it needed to be corrected immediately. It was very expensive, and it took a lot of time to heal. I will have a separate video, because I really do want to go into the horrors of what could go wrong with a simple breast augmentation, honestly. Everyone just throws plastic surgery around, and not enough people are talking about the actual factual terrors that could happen. It's also, I always feel it's more so based in someone's opinion of how people look, or the way of the world, and how they're being guided with plastic surgery. But as a person who doesn't deem people wrong for getting plastic surgery, I want to enlighten y'all of the horrors of what could go wrong with a breast augmentation surgery. Nonetheless, I had my surgery March 1st, 2024. It took exactly a month to heal. After I was healed, it was my birthday month. It was April, and I hadn't celebrated my birthday since 2020 because it was such a letdown, and I just was like, I'm never celebrating my birthday again. But this year, I've decided to do kind of everything differently, so I decided to celebrate my birthday, and I left for 2 weeks. I was on a 2-week vacation. First, I went to Cabo, my first time ever being in Cabo. Girl, we stayed at Nobu and toured a lot of different properties, just in case, if I ever want to come back or come with the kids. Horseback riding, like Nobu dining, 5-star dining. What else did I do? I did a lot of stuff. Saw the Ark. Very peaceful trip. I feel like Cabo is the luxurious place in Mexico. It's very quiet. It's very well landscaped. It's a different vibe. I have been to Tulum, Cancun, and now Los Cabos. Every single place is a different vibe and frequency. So if you want a luxurious, quiet stay to do excursions and not a lot of the rah-rah partying, you're gonna want to go to Cabo. And also, it's beautiful. It's not really the ocean where you swim in, because there's a lot of rocks and heavy waves, but it is that place for a little bit of R&R, which is what I really needed due to the PTSD of moving from Las Vegas to Minnesota, due to being out of the loop, just healing from surgery. I really just wanted to go and have, you know, some time. So then after that, I went on a family vacation, and we were supposed to be going to the Bahamas. Unfortunately, we did not make the port. We were unable to go to the Bahamas, so we ended up staying in Miami, just going to the beach. And you know, my kids really like Miami for some reason. I don't know. They really like Miami. They had a really good time. I had a really good time. There's this one place I'm going to link. If you guys are ever on Miami Beach, girl, go there. Their lobster, their pasta, everything was so fresh, decadent, delicious. I ate there like 4 times. And my kids were like requesting lobster and stuff. Like, they have insane palates. But if you like really, really good lobster, oh my gosh, go there. So then in May, I decided to move. And I'm at a beautiful property with all this land. It is so green. It is lush. There is deer in my yard, foxes, rabbits. There's this chipmunk that is always on our stairs, and my son named him Jamal. Oh my gosh, you guys, a frog was just in the freaking driveway. And it's just in a very nice area of Minnesota that I haven't lived in since I was younger. So it is definitely a step back from the city. I was in St. Paul, did not like St. Paul, but I feel like since my children were raised in Las Vegas, and it's primarily an Asian or Pacific Islander population of where they were raised in the suburbs, they got to get around black kids and the inner city kids who have some culture, and my kids kind of got a little seasoned, so I do not regret coming back and staying in St. Paul for a year. Everything does happen for a reason. Even when you're getting pulled through the grinder and you're wondering, why is this happening to me? Everything literally is happening for a reason, even if it's not on your timeline and it doesn't feel good. I found so much peace and solstice in that within the last 9 months, because I just really truly thought my life was over coming back to Minnesota, and literally that's just when everything started to get so much better. My lived experience out west, being that independent single mom, having hustle after hustle after hustle just to stay out there, just to get that sunshine, I literally had to let that go and allow God to flow. Because I know I was in the flow, because as soon as, you know, one thing gets taken away, something gets given to me 10 times better, and that is literally like the testimony of my life. So as you see, we are in a new beauty room. This is better than any beauty room that I've had. I have natural sunlight to shoot in front of, even though it has been raining all summer in Minnesota, by the way. I can't give you a pass on that. Minnesota is literally so dreary and gloomy. Oh my gosh. No. That is one thing we can't argue about. And we have an unrealistic amount of mosquitoes this year. It was so bad that there was news coverage. What a nightmare. But I digress. So another reason that I was supposed to be getting veneers. I had a deposit paid for me, and I was supposed to be getting the veneers, and the said person who was supposed to help me get them, who said that they would get them, which I'm sorry, I put my teeth in someone else's hands, my bad, but like, you take people at their word. Said person decided they couldn't get my teeth done, even though I'd already announced it to my audience, already paid the deposit, and was looking at flights to go to the to Colombia. So it makes me look bad as a businesswoman trying to conduct business, because I was getting a really nice discount for my teeth, and just to flat out say I can't do it was insane. It was insanity, and that really kind of crushed me. But if I was gonna go get my teeth done, it kind of wouldn't have. If I would have taken that time and fulfilled the appointment, certain things wouldn't have happened. So I'm happy that everything has happened the way it has happened. I am still working with the company. Thank God they, forgave me and allowed me to put another deposit down for a later date when I realistically would be able to go out of the country for that amount of time and get my teeth done. So that will be footed. So yeah, the veneers are not off of the table completely, but they're not in the cards next week, if that makes sense. I have a lot of other things to worry about. So in the midst of healing, I gained a mentor because I just looked around and, there was some drama happening. Some girl tried to bring me into some drama online and really try to tarnish my name, which had never happened. So I had to really process that a lot. I took a step back because I was being attacked on like every single social media platform. Not only that, but the girl is in my hometown and she decided to go off the rails and draw her own conclusion and really act ignorant. So I took some time out just to cleanse from that because it's a bunch of negative energy. You don't want to play into it. You don't want to give this person the energy they're looking for you to lower yourself to be at. So I took some time off for that as well. But in that time that I took time off of social media, I did have an epiphany. I moved back to Minnesota and had this strong business in my mind that has been in my heart for 6 or 7 years. And I was in the process of doing everything possible to get the brick and mortar front for this said place. And I just had been having the worst luck trying to find it because it's a very specific kind of property you have to have in order to get licensing and things of that nature. So I've been wasting time trying to literally set up appointments, trying to get square footage, trying to figure things out. And I had an epiphany one day and I have tweaked the vision, but in tweaking it, I can still run it while gaining knowledge, experience, and eventually being able to scale this brick and mortar business. So I had such a big, great idea, and I had to really just compact it down. And I'm not sad about that. It's just I hate that I wasted so much time, if that makes sense. So I have a brick and mortar that is underway. Very excited about that. It was very tedious. It's a lot of work, but it's something that has been on my heart for a long time. The brick and mortar that I want isn't your typical social media business. I'm not selling anything. It has nothing to do with creating content. It has nothing to do with being pretty. It's really just giving back to the community and trying to curate my own do good space, if that makes sense. So it's something that's been in my heart. It's something that a lot of people would shy away from, but it's something that I'm being called to do, and I'm very, very excited about it. So I've got that in the works, like really got the pedals moving on this. Got the pedals moving on that for sure. Clear cut vision for that brick and mortar. In the process of remodeling the space, all that jazz. That's another reason why I had to take time out, because these things take time. It's tedious. Like doing this brick and mortar is not easy. It's not easy. It's not an online store. It's not something that you could just BS your way through, if that makes sense. And so also with the brick and mortar, I also have an e-commerce drop ship store. My mentor, Get Rich or Get Drunk Trying, is my mentor, and I just wanted to be surrounded by a group of like-minded women into business, into beauty, into making money, passive money online. You know what I'm saying? Like that is the type of vibe that I'm looking for. I don't want to be around the gossipy. I don't want to be around, I gotta pop out and show people that I'm that girl. I'm trying to find some people who got some money, who can help me spark interest and ideas, give me, you know what I mean? Like even though I don't have to be a boss business babe, I have the opportunity to really rest in my femininity and not have to be big dog, worry about all the bills and things like that, and really create something just because I want to create it and have multiple streams of income. In an age and in a time where women and men love to podcast and pit each other against each other, we need each other. The dynamics, like everyone doesn't have to have a partner, but for me, it is so much easier to have a partner with children, building businesses, and having the traditional, not me having to worry about bills. Like that was explained very, very early. He likes the traditional aspect of it, and like I gotta argue with him about no 50-50 because he's old fashioned. I would love for you guys to meet him, by the way. I'm sorry, he's like my favorite person. It's a fire and fire relationship. I'm an Aries, he's a Leo. Favorite freaking person. So we have conference calls and we talk about drop shipping and ways to make passive residual income, and there's just a different energy with these women. And I'm not talking about women, I'm just talking about the ones that I had been surrounded with. And I also feel like usually when I go on girls trips, I be the topic of conversation. Like, it's always, what is this, Raquelle? What is that? What is this? And I used to in the past always overshare because I was excited to have these conversations, to finally talk about what it's like to be a content creator, how to make money online, things like that. But I found that I was just giving all my information away and they weren't doing anything to better themselves. I give you the recipe on how to make money and get free stuff. You're not doing anything with that. You're just asking me what I'm doing. I don't like feeling like that. Who wants to be ostracized? So rather than just writing girls off, because I definitely am a girl's girl, I just decided to change my environment and who I'm speaking to, what we're speaking about, and it makes me so much happier to know that there are women out here like me figuring out this business thing. There's women out here who are very successful and not just lying and selling courses online and bigging themselves up bigger than they are. And there's women who I'm talking to now who don't even do social media. They have a lot of money, but they're not even into social media, and I like that because there's so much money to be made without social media. And I'm not putting social media down. I'm just saying a lot of the rich people who are in my neighborhood, around the way, around the block, they're not on social media. And yeah, there's young ones too. But in this day and age, you can make a lot of money with social media. But you have to have a balance. With that being said, that is where we are. We are still highly blessed and favored. We have not fallen off. We literally just have taken a small reset to come back even harder. I'm very excited about the rest of this year. These first 6 months have just, I was kind of wavering and figuring out what I wanted to do, but then once I figured it out, I was like, oh, and then the wheels start turning, and so yeah, we are settled, and we're about to have an amazing freaking summer. What have you guys been up to? What have I missed? Because I haven't even been clocked into social media. I'm not even playing with y'all. I know it's such a bad, dirty word. Oh my God, she took a break from social media. Yeah, I did, but guess what? It was needed. Now I'm coming back 10 times harder, and I still was making passive residual income on the Flip app. If you guys don't know, I go hard for the Flip app. I go so hard for the Flip app that they sent me a present on my birthday. It was like, thank you for all of your hard work throughout the years with Flip. I'm like, that was my first ebook. I wrote an ebook telling people how to make at least $1,000 a month on Flip because, it was my lived experience. I was making bank. I have really, truly surrounded myself with people who believe in me, in my face, behind my back, speak well on me, have like mind. They like to make money. We talk about money. That's what we got going on right now. That's my vibe, and I love it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, tell me how much you miss me in the comments. I would really love to hear that because I just kind of went ghost, and I can't say anything besides that's what was in the cards for me. I had to take care of some big girl stuff. So everything has changed. With time comes wisdom and growth, and I'm happy that I lean into the flow. Some seasons are for work, some seasons are for rest, some seasons are to grind, some seasons are to figure it out, and I'm going with the tide and the flow. Thank you so much for allowing me into your home and checking in to see what has been up with me. We're taking it up a notch, girl. We're taking it up a notch. Thank you again for watching my video, and I'll see you here in another video very soon. Bye.